What's up, guys? Welcome to the first ever video on life with Clark Stanley. To be fully transparent, I never anticipated that I would have a YouTube channel or be posting videos frequently. But thanks to this industry I found myself in, and then some very good friends and mentors who've been encouraging me to put my voice out there more and just share my story and some of my process and just connect with people through this medium. Decided to launch this channel. Long term, I'm not really sure where this is going to take me or where I'm going to take this. The goal is just to kind of share in my process, some behind the scenes, show calls, reviews, things like that. I would love to have some great people on here for some interviews. But to start this channel and kick it off, I had an idea I've been sitting on for a few months now, and this just felt like the right time to shoot for $100,000, six figures in sales in 30 days. My best month so far was just around 70,000, and I was getting 50 leads a week for that through Kaboom, Cody Askins, shout out. And I thought, man, if I could double that lead order over the course of a month, I should be able to theoretically, double my sales for the month, especially with increased work and hours put in. So I'm very excited. The goal of this is not to show off at all. It's actually to encourage other agents, to show them what is possible when you just have what Dana Neeson would call an abundance mindset, an abundance of leads, opportunities, conversations, and then obviously I'm putting in the hours to support that. So I'm very excited. This is not going to be a sexy produced channel, especially early on, so I'm sorry for that. As you can see, I'm in my unfinished basement with exposed ceilings here. I got a curtain behind me to make my Zoom calls look slightly less sad. But this is the real look. I've been working down here since I started the first of this year in January of 2025. This is where I've really changed my life, my family's life. This industry has changed my life, thanks to some amazing individuals at Lasting Mark who've helped me along the way, and True Wealth with Mike and Jalen. So would not be here or in a position where I'd ever be thinking about shooting for six figures in a month worth of sales. But I feel very, very blessed and grateful that I even have the opportunity to aim for that. So follow along. I will be posting. Again, I apologize for the delay in some of these videos, but I'm excited to get some posted that I filmed this weekend. And yeah, just follow along with this $100,000 challenge. I'm going to be sharing insights along the way. I'm also on Instagram. I'll post frequently on there throughout the challenge. It's just at @ClarkStanley_. But we'll be sharing daily numbers on here, some shorter videos throughout the week, and then doing some recaps at the end of the week just to dissect my process over the course of the week, my mindset throughout the days. There's a lot of ups and downs in sales, especially when, I think I worked a 15 hour day yesterday to pass my goal for the week so far. So just to stay on track. So it requires a lot of you. Somebody that everybody in this industry that's helped me has this one thing in common, and it's an incredible mindset. They're very steady with themselves. There's not a lot of, there's a healthy level of self-doubt everyone should have, but they don't have that part of their brain necessarily that questions if I can, or if they can. And somebody that I want to shout out that somewhat inspired this is a guy that I was on Ultimate Agent with named Dylan Crane. And he is just a perfect example, sometimes to an insane level, as I said on the show, of showing yourself and others what you are actually capable of by following it up with the work. He works hours that most people would vomit vomit if they heard or were suggested they work those hours. But he does it day in, day out, week in, week out, and it shows up in his monthly and yearly numbers. He's written over $1 million in business this year. And I know that I work hard. I've never doubted my work ethic. But I don't know that I've actually like tested that out to see like, hey, if you put in the hours and work like a maniac, like put in the hours you're capable of putting in, what could you do? Like, what are you capable of in terms of your production? And here's the thing, I've said this to other agents before. I know my trajectory as I started is not necessarily the norm. In fact, it's way different than I anticipated or expected of myself. I thought I would do fairly well, but I didn't think that I would get off to this hot of a start early in the year. And people, when you make that much noise early on, people will ask you, what your secret is, what's the secret sauce, what's your lead source, what's your dial strategy, all these, what's your dialer, CRM, all these questions. The unsexy answer, to stay on this unsexy theme, is that I was calling out of a spreadsheet for my cell phone for the first month and a half I was in this business. I didn't have anything fancy. I didn't have a power dialer. I hadn't partnered with anyone big in the industry. I was just ripping calls and working my butt off and doing anything I could to find the need on the call with the client and keep them on the phone with me. That was it. And I truly believe that the common thread in people who are successful in this business, not just in the short term, but over the course of years and decades. And again, I'm still in my first year, so I can't necessarily even speak to the decade piece, but I hope to be able to say that in 10 years. The common thread between those people is their willingness to continue to show up. That's it, to continue to show up. And I might have some natural gifting in conversation, right? Or getting to know people or make them feel comfortable on the phone. But we all have different giftings. You have a gifting that is different than mine that will also help you in ways that maybe I might struggle with on the call with a client. I'm very good on the authority piece. You might be great on the empathy piece and making them feel very heard and seen in their need. But the point is, if you continue to show up, you start to find your voice, and your gifting, your natural gifting, has more of a chance to rear its head, right? And make an appearance. And you get to fine tune that then. And then over the course of, again, just continuing to show up, the more opportunities you have, because you have an abundance of leads, right? Now your close percentage increases, and now you're closing more because you're talking to more people. And then before you know it, you're putting up numbers that you were dreaming of even weeks or months ago, right? So I think that the common thread that I've seen in people that are successful, I truly believe, I don't say this to with any false humility. I think anybody who is in this business that puts their head down and is coachable and humble, but that does the work, backs it up with the work, is capable of doing what I'm trying to do here. I really believe that. It might take people, there's different timelines for everyone. Not everyone's on the same path, if you will. But I do think everyone is capable of putting up, maybe not even 100,000. We'll find out if I am. We still don't know if I am. But that's what we'll discover together. But I do believe you're capable of putting up numbers that you were dreaming of, or that would blow your past self's mind, right? So that's what this is for, is to find it out together, to hopefully encourage you along the way, to put myself out there a little bit more. I'm not really a content creator type of guy, but I guess we'll discover if I'm able to do that along the way here as well. Ultimately though, I'm just very excited to be on this channel, to be hopefully, finding more opportunities and connections through it, and then helping people along the way. I know I would not be where I am today without channels like, I wouldn't say like this one, because we don't know what this channel, we haven't seen what it can do yet. But without YouTube channels that helped me, like Life Insurance Academy, or Final Expense Telesales with Dana Neeson, or John Wetmore's podcast, things like that in this industry that absolutely helped, shape my mind in this industry, And then of course, sorry, I should never leave them out, but Mike and Jalen with True Wealth, their YouTube channel early on, watching some of their interviews, and obviously they're my coaches, so I got, direct access to them as well. But people like that helped get me there. My hope is that it doesn't stop there with me, that I can hopefully pass some of that along. A lot of this is going to be just things I've learned from them, and then just through my own lens or filter and what I've seen it do for me. So none of this is the genius of Clark Stanley. This is me being fortunate enough to have great minds feeding into me. And hopefully I can pass that along to somebody if maybe this is the first thing they stumble on because they hear about the $100,000 challenge, or click on a fancy YouTube title and they end up on my channel. Hopefully that can change their life and their family's life and more clients' lives as well. So I cannot wait to get this rolling. Again, I'll be posting videos frequently over the course of the next month. Right now I am sitting at 10,300 AP. It's November 4th. So I'm a little over 10% of the way, and a little over 10% of the way through the month. So I'm on track right now. My goal today is to get another 6,000 to 10,000. I need to do 3,800 in AP a day to hit my $100,000 goal. I don't want to just aim for 3,800 because then I'll be okay with just 3,800. I want to aim high. What do they say? If you shoot for the moon and land amongst the stars, I'm going to aim high so that if I fall short of my goal, I'm still on track. So that's my way of holding myself accountable. So it's going to be another long day, a lot of hours put in today. But thank you guys for following along. Thank you for the subscription so far. And then reach out again. I'd love to meet you, but appreciate you being here and excited to get this going with you.